Hello and welcome everyone to another lesson. Before I go ahead with the video, let me make a small announcement. And the thing is, I have changed my channel's name and now it is called JM English. Okay, so I can call that welcome to my YouTube channel JM English. In this video, I'm going to explain two very important things and very interesting parts. Okay, so now let's start. See, I do think and I do believe that there is no one who is not familiar with these two words, good and well. And we all know it very well. These two words mean the same. Okay, good and well, these two words mean the same. But you can find some interesting factors regarding these two words. Maybe sometimes if I give you some examples, then you will see that it is very confusing when to use good or well. Can you use well in the place of good, or can you use good in the place of well? So let's see. Okay, at first let me explain one thing. See, good and well, these two, you have to know parts of speech of these two words. See, good is an adjective. Okay, good, this word is an adjective, but well is not an adjective, it is adverb. Clear? So good is an adjective and well is an adverb. So you know it very well. So being an adjective, this word is used to modify any noun or pronoun, right? So we use good, this word is used to modify any noun or pronoun. Right? So this word good, being an adjective, is used to modify any noun or pronoun. But well, this word is an adverb, is not an adjective. So it is used to modify any verb. Okay? So we use good for any noun or pronoun, but we use well to modify any verb. But these two words mean the same thing. Clear? Now you have to see that whether you can use these two words in the exchange of each other or not. Let me give you some examples to explain these words. Okay, let's see. Okay, at first, look at this sentence. If I write that he speaks good or well English, this is number one sentence. The second one is he speaks English good or well. Now this is a very confusing part. See, now look at this sentence. He speaks good or well English. He speaks English good or well, right? See, these two sentences, these are very confusing. Now the thing is, if you are said to find out which one is right, should you use good English or well English, or he speaks English good or well? Which one should be right in this sentence? Okay, now let me give you first of all the answer, then I will explain why it is. Okay, in this sentence, the first one, he speaks good, this one is right. He speaks good English, this one is wrong. You cannot use well English. Now in the second sentence, he speaks English well, this one is right. and this one is wrong. So in the very first sentence, I have used good English. Now, why good? Why not well English? If you explain, then you will see I have said good is an adjective. And being an adjective, it is used to modify this one, English. Okay? This word good is used in this sentence to modify this noun English. Right? And being an adjective, it is usually used before any noun. Right? So that's the reason this one is right. Now in the second sentence, I said that well is an adverb. It is not an adjective. So being an adverb, well, this modifies here. Well, this word is used to modify speaks, verb. Okay? Well doesn't modify English. So being an adverb in this sentence, usually you use well in the end of the sentence. Right? So that's a way of writing. So the first sentence is he speaks good English, and the second one is he speaks English well. Okay, so that's a way of using good and well, being adjective and adverb. Let me give you more examples. Now I have another sentence to explain good and well. See, in the first sentence, again, you have done a good or well job in the exam, and number two, you have done good or well in the exam. Right? Now which one is right, good or good or well in this sentence? Try to find out. Okay, now let me give you answer. See, in this the first sentence, you have done a good job. This one is right, good. Okay, you have done a good job in the exam, so you cannot use well in the first sentence. Now the second one, you have done well in the exam. This one is right, this one is wrong. Correct? Why? Because see, in the first sentence, good, this adjective is used to modify job. How is the exam? How is his job in the exam? Good, a good job. So you can use good job, not well job, because well in adverb, so you cannot use adverb will with any noun. But in the second sentence, I have said you have done well in the exam. Right? So well is used to modify this one, done, this verb. Okay, so in this sentence, well, this adverb is used to modify done. How you have done in the exam? Well. Right? So this is the way of writing. You have to be very conscious whether you are using adjective or adverb. When you are using any adjective, use good, or if it is adverb, then obviously use well. Let me give you more examples, very usual examples that we use in every day, okay, in our speaking or in writing. Let me give you some examples more. Suppose if I ask you, how are you? How are you? What's your answer? You can say, I am well, or you can say, I am good. Which one is right? Should you say, I am well, or should you say, I am good? Which one is right for this question, how are you? See, over here, you have to say, I am good. This one, don't say I am well. Okay, because as now you know it, good is adjective, so you can say I am good because good modifies I. Okay, you cannot say I am well. But if I ask this question in a different way, suppose if I say, how are you doing? The same question, how are you doing? You can use how are you doing in the place of how are you. Then what is your answer? If you say, I am doing good, or should you say, I am doing well? Now tell me, which one you are supposed to say? I am doing good or I am doing well. See, if you say I am doing well, then this is better. It's a better answer. Okay, don't say I am doing good, because well is adverb, so it represents doing. Okay, so this is how you can use. Now let me give you some more examples. See, whenever you use any answer related to your health, then obviously use well. Don't use good. How? Let me give you example. Suppose if you say she does not look well. She does not look well. In this sentence, I have used well because well is used in this sentence to indicate her health. She is not good. Okay, she is not well. So it is related to health. Okay, so whenever you use this good or well related to health, then try to use well. Don't use good. Now, suppose if I say she looks good in her blue dress. If I say she looks good in her blue dress, then it is right. I have used good. Don't use well. Why? Because here good is not related to her health. It represents how she looks. She looks very good in this blue dress. So here good is used as an adjective. Okay, so this is how all about good or well. So whenever you use adjective, use good, and whenever you use adverb, use well. Okay, so it's all about this. Now let me give you one more part of this video. Now let's see the second part of this video. In the second part, I have these two words, because and since. These two words are very similar because these two words mean the same thing, and you often use because, and at the same time you often use since in your sentence. But you have to know whether you should use because or since in that particular sentence, right? Now let me explain. See, you have to know because and since both are conjunctions. Okay, both are conjunction, and these two words because and since, they both mean the same. When we use because or since to indicate any reason, isn't it? To indicate any reason of anything, we use because or since. But there is a difference, right? There is a difference between these two words of using in the sentence. We have to see that how to use them. Okay, let me give you the examples and explain it. See, first of all, when you can use because, when the reason is not well known to the reader or listener. Okay, see, when the reason is not well known to the reader or to the listener, then you can use because. But over here, when you use since, when the reason is well known to the reader or listener. Okay, if the reason is not known to the person you are speaking to, then you can use because. But when the reason is known to the reader or to the listener, then you have to use since. This is number one difference between two. And number 2, you can say if the reason is most important part of the sentence. Okay, if the reason is most important part of the sentence, then you have to use because. Okay, but if the reason is not important part, if the reason is not important part in the sentence, then you have to use since. If the reason is very important in the sentence, then you have to use because. Okay, so that's the difference between because and since. So if the reason is very important in the sentence, so you have to use because see, because this conjunction emphasizes the reason of the sentence, the reason in the sentence. But if the reason is not that important in the sentence, and if the reason is very known to the person, then you have to use since. Okay, now let me give you a few examples to indicate or to explain these in the sentence. Now at first, let me give you 2 or 3 sentences regarding because. Because, first example, you can say, I could not attend the meeting because I was ill. Okay, I could not attend the meeting because I was ill. In this sentence, because I was ill, this one is very important of the part of this sentence. And why I was not able to attend the meeting? Because I was ill. That's the reason. And maybe the reason is not known to the person you are speaking to. This is number 1 sentence. Another sentence you can say that she is giving her all efforts because she wants to study abroad. Okay, she is giving her all efforts because she wants to study abroad. The reason of her studies or of her giving all efforts is very important in this sentence. That's the reason I have used because. Okay, see, another thing is you can use another thing in the place of because, that is because of. You can use because of. Because of. This is also used in the place of because, and it means the same. See, and whenever you use because of, you have to remind one thing. You have to keep one thing very importantly in your mind. Whenever you use because of, you have to use any noun or any verb after it. If you use any verb after because of, then use verb plus ing. But if you use any noun, then simply you can use because of. See, in this sentence, if I say, I could not attend the meeting because I was ill, if you use because of, then how can you use it? You can say, because of my illness. See, illness is noun form. Okay, so I have used I could not attend the meeting because of my illness. Right? I'm giving you another sentence. Suppose you can write, I could not sleep because of the noise outside my window. Okay, I could not sleep because of the noise outside my window. So over here I have used because of. So this is how you can use because. Now let me give you 2 or 3 sentences regarding since. Now 2 sentences regarding since. Since. Okay, first sentence is, suppose you can write, since it has been raining, you cannot go out. Okay, since it has been raining, you cannot go out. See, in this sentence, the reason is it has been raining, and this reason is very known to the person you. Okay, so you can use since. Now another sentence, suppose I can share anything with you since you are my best friend. Okay, I can share anything with you since you are my best friend. So in this sentence, again, the reason is not so important because the reason is very known to the person you in this sentence. So this is how you can use because and since. If you have to see if the reason is very important in the sentence, there's reason of the action, then obviously use because. But if you see this reason is not that important, then you're going to use since in the place of because. So now it's the end of this video, and I do hope that you have loved this video, loved this lesson. So please, do like this video and share it with your friend, and please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Okay, you will see in the next video. Thank you for watching. Thank you all.